All right, testing. We're here with a preview of a game. This I got access to this demo a little bit early, but we just haven't had the time. So the demo is actually available right now, but I still wanted to write a preview on it because we were asked to do so, and I do like to make sure that the accounts that reach out to us directly, I do like to do the previews for them. Instead of it just being like a spam email, I always like to take some time and work with people that like to work with us. And that's exactly what happened. They reached out via email, and we're going to play their game. We're going to play Station to Station. I mean, already, immediately, this kind of like, this voxel, super hyper well-lit voxel 3D pixel is a voxel game. It looks amazing. I mean, the lighting alone, it's like, this is way too loud, right? Let me turn that way down. This is like what happened with Triangle Strategy. What was it? Octopath Traveler. They made like the pixels. They made a 2D pixel game have insanely good lighting, and it really changed the effect of it. And this is kind of the same, but on a 3D pixel, in a 3D pixel world, right? So all of these voxels, but it's still got this super amazing, I mean, light refraction and shadow, and it just looks so alive already. This is amazing. I mean, even like the smoke effects and things like that. I'm excited to see what this is. Station to Station, so I assume we are working on the trains that we're seeing come through the towns here. Let's give it a shot. We got 3 levels to work on. Let's see. Oh, I just got my water and I forgot it. Oops. Goal, complete all 12 buildings. All right, so we're building buildings. I guess maybe we're making the train go between all the buildings, right? Yep, we can use this. We can use this. What? Very nice. Hover over the building, see what it does. Oh, okay. So we are actually having to create our resources as well with certain buildings. Spacebar. So what is this? A basic station. We need it. We need it to be like here. And then start moving. And we need another basic station here. Is that what we're seeing? The mill requires wheat. Click on the station connector. All right. Station connector. Oh my god, that's not what we wanted to do. The station connector. This thing. What? The mill requires wheat. This is the wheat. This is the mill. Click on the arrow station connector to build a railroad to the wheat farm. I did it. Okay. You just got to click on it. A freight train. But surely... Oh, we can do it on a single track. Alright. Why am I thinking it's 2 tracks? Of course... We're building it in a loop, so obviously trains can go like this. I don't know why, but I'm thinking I'm building like a track here, and they were the 2 parts of it, but obviously, look, the 2 tracks are down here. No, I'm confusing myself being silly there. That was very silly. We got money. We also got new buildings. All right. So, hover over the building and see it's completed. All right, what about this one? Also completed. Each wheat farm can only supply 1 mill, so the new wheat farm needs to be connected to a different mill than the one you already used. In that case, we're gonna have to go this, and we're gonna have to go like... So that little tag, you see that like white arc that we've got there? That means that we're actually definitely connected to it. That's good. And then we're gonna go bang. Yeah, freight train. Oh, I keep going for my water and it's not here. I'm gonna have to run and get it in a second. New buildings unlocked. Another new building. Oh my god, it's miles away. Need to go up this ramp here now. Alright. We'll go here. We'll go here. Start building from this station for some reason. Ah, we can actually do this. We can actually kind of control our track as well, which is nice. Build the freight train. So we have a lot more control than I thought we did for building the tracks. That's good. New buildings added. A little house and another little house. Okay. This produces milk, and this needs milk and milk. So all right, we'll go here. They need a station outside each one. And it sounds like this to this. And this to this. Right, so this will just go back and forth and deliver both milks. Is that correct? Or do we need to use the secondary track? New buildings unlocked. Click on it. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Buildings can be indirectly connected instead of directly connected. This cheesery to the dairy farm on the other side of the map. Try connecting them both to a nearby station of the network. Alright, we'll do that. Can we use this other secondary track so that we're not having to get in the way of our dairy production, is what I'm thinking. Can I leave this for a second and then come back? Here we go. Ooh. I want to go like here, here, here. Freight train, and this is another cheesery. So this... No building connections. Oh, there we go. It costs to remove the trees. Did you see that? Oops. Angle was wrong. I love the little, like... When you build the track and it comes out. Level completed. Alright. Alright, so the train, we're not building a full network. We're just trying to connect certain stations to other stations. So I assume eventually there's going to be tunnels that trains need to go over other trains or things like that on the hills and whatnot. But cool. Okay, next level. Let's get something a little bit more complex. End the level with at least $200 left and use a total of 6 cards. What are cards? I do love a card game. Cheap rails. Rails cost half the regular price. Bridge price is unchanged. And rails cost half the regular price. Okay. Well, we need to do that. What is this? This is the dairy farm. So, if we want to try and save money, we really want to be as close as we can, right? So we want to be like... Where's the... There we go. We'll do it. There we go, like this. Go here. We can go here. Alright. Maybe with this long one here, we should have used cheap rails for. But we didn't know. So, we got new tickets, cheap bridges, and we got new buildings. Okay. Okay, hover over the new building. This needs flour, produces bread. This produces wheat. This produces flour, so we need to get up here and then back down. So we can't build bridges yet. No building connection, excuse. Here we go. Yeah, this needs to be like right here because I think this produces wheat, so it needs to go up there, and then that needs to come right back down here. So it's almost like I can build a bridge like this. Okay, so bridges can just be built like that. So we can actually kind of come here, turn, and we can go like this. Cheap bridges card. Okay. Use a cheap bridges card or route rails around cliffs by using anchor points. I don't know what that means, but there we go. Good. We'll build it. And then this one, we want to just kind of follow the road. And that's going to come like this. There we go. So that's going to go, it's going to deliver wheat to here, and this is going to deliver the flour to here. So separate. That's cool. Right, we've got a new thing. A town. It's like a dairy farm and then a city. This needs the bread, milk, and cheese. Love that. That's very cool. This produces the milk, so that's okay. We can just go very direct with that. This produces milk as well. But this is what produces the cheese. So we're going to go here. We could go up here. And we can get the cheese to there. This is different. This is a little awkward. I should have really done this to here. Can build a bridge. And come this way. We are blocked, it looks like. But we could maybe come up here instead. Come all the way around. This is very expensive. This is going to be insanely expensive to do this. 258. I can only use one of them. That's way too much, obviously. So, how do I, like, undo and try again? Because I want to move this station. Can't be moved or removed anymore. This station I did get to move, though. So, because I wanted it to, obviously, this should have connected to this. So, can we just retry the level? I guess we might as well at least finish the level, but this is the problem. We have to try and connect to this here, and it's very expensive. And we're not going to do the 200, but that's my fault. We did everything, but we are... New building. So, no, we haven't done everything. That's right over my train track. Are you actually kidding me? That can't work like this, can it? This totally screwed me here. This sea also needs everything. This bakery needs flour. Didn't this bakery... Oh, my God. So... This... But this also needs bread and cheese. This produces wheat. Go to the mill. Go to the bakery. Go like this. Because we don't know where things are coming from. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not supposed to be making money from this. Bakery. Ah. Cheap. I've got no cheap. Yeah, so I've run out of... I need to use cheap rails again. Maybe we can afford it. There we go. The thing is, because we don't know what's coming where, we're really not solving a puzzle, but I assume this is just because it's the tutorial. Because if this is how the game really is, it kind of doesn't make too much sense, because we can't really plan the routes out or anything. We're just kind of getting... And then you just restart level and do it completely, so do it really easily. So that's that would be a weird thing. So this is milk. This dairy farm. I don't have enough money, so we just lose. We just lose the game, so we need that. Yeah, I don't have enough money. So you can just fail a level in the middle of it. That's okay. We need cheese, which comes from... Where's it? The cheese is over here? Oh, here. Only produces one cheese, though. So where's the other cheese factory? This also produces cheese. I didn't realize. Okay. But look, we need to do all these bridges now. Because nothing's connected. We needed to put more stations down. But we didn't know that. Because we didn't know what we were going to be doing. So this doesn't make sense. So we're going to go, we can go like this. That's okay, it doesn't have a building connection. Because it's going to do this, right? And then this. I know that there's no money. I know. The point is I was just showing you how I can do it. Okay, so we just lose at this point. Alright. Not a fan of that, I guess, but sure. I'd prefer to just go into negative money and at least be able to complete the level. And maybe just complete it with 1 star or whatever, but to just say get out of the level, restart the level, bozo, feels a little silly. Won't lie, I'm not a fan of that at all. Especially because, like I said, we had no idea what we were doing. We didn't know where the final pieces were going to be. So there's really no planning. It's just kind of the luck of the draw, which, yeah. Don't make too much sense to me, to be honest, but whatever. Okay. This cheesery. Yep. Tickets and places. Here we go. Yes, we remember this one very well. So, this produces wheat. We need to go up here and then back down. So really, it seems that it should really be like this, and we should just use a cheap bridges card. Wait, I did it. Can I not undo? Is there no undo? I wanted to do it here so I can use this. It doesn't matter, it only produces 1 flower, but whatever. We could just have used it as a connection, but I guess we can't anymore, so. Yeah, I think an undo really needs to be. Need to have, I mean, it needs to be some. It needs to have some leeway. Like, it's pretty punishing. Restart the whole level because you clicked accidentally. Alright. Yeah, we know what this does. It produces bread. We get it. This is a dairy farm. It produces milk. This produces cheese. We need to get the cheese here. Or one of the cheeses here. Maybe this is just better. And then this can be, because this produces 2 milk, so it can just produce that milk there, and it's going to have to produce the other milk as well, and this one can send the cheese elsewhere as well. So you also need bread, which is from here. This goes back and forth to here, and flour, and this gets flour and makes bread. But then this, couldn't this come down here? Oh, we did that to the wrong road, because we could have done it to that one. God, it's pretty annoying. I won't lie, it's pretty annoying. And that's just an incredibly expensive road. Right, well, we've done the house at least, or whatever, the city. Right, very unforgiving for what seems like it's supposed to be a relaxing game. It's very much not. Okay, we need also bread, milk, cheese. So we need this. Can come up here. bakery needs flour, which comes from here. So this goes here, here, and then back around, right? So this is no issue. This is no issue. We just get the stations here. And we go here. We build it. We go right down here. That's a really big one. We'll probably go for cheap rails maybe there. We'll build it. But then we need to get the bread here. We also need to get this cheese here. So if we connect them both... Oh, the milk also. So, if we do something like this... Can this connect to this? This connect to this? Here we go. 50's okay. 48's okay. We'll use cheap rail. Oh, we haven't got cheap rails. We've only got cheap bridges. Okay, well, we'll do that anyway. We should get some money back. And we did it with 200 left. Challenges, total of 6 cards. Oh, that was a special challenge. So we did the level, but we didn't use all the cards. The thing is, we didn't know what we needed. The cheap rails would have been good. Can I do this? Lol, just lets me do this. Oh, but then that's unlocked already. And then... There we go. We did it. Did the fun challenge complete? It did say unlocked. Oh, it didn't let me do it at the end. Alright, alright. We can do it again very quickly. So it looks like it's a smallish demo. It's only the 3 levels. So we can do this one again and do it properly. I very much dislike this design of dropping an area and then, you know, one by one. Because all that doesn't mean like, ooh, well... You've got to be open to planning and, you know, different things could happen. So you've got to keep it flexible. No, what that means is you would just restart the level knowing where everything is if you wanted to get the 3 stars. I don't find that. I mean, if it was randomly and it was a little bit more generous with, you know, you can take something back or maybe you can get some cards that destroy railways or let you put stations in the middle or something. But just doing it like this, I heavily dislike. I think it's fair to say I do prefer games that have more flexibility because it's like you're trying to solve a puzzle but you don't know what the puzzle even looks like, you know, you're just putting jigsaw pieces randomly on a board and I don't think that's too smart, but we'll see how it gets on when we get there. We'll use the cheap rails because it's a long one. Alright. Done. Right, next one. It's these ones over here. We're going to use cheap bridges. So we are kind of being asked to use more bridges because we do have more cheap bridges cards. So. You. Produce wheat. So we need you. We need you. And we need you to go like here. I think we were fine last time. Cheap bridges, good. That goes up there, and then this... Nah, it's okay to do this. Yeah, whatever. We'll use cheap rails. No? We're not allowed to... Okay, did the game crash? Okay. There we go, that was weird. I had to like undo it and then do it again. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We did it. Go. We've used 3 cards. We need to use 6, which are cheap bridges, I believe. Hover over them to see what they do. Yeah, we know what they do. We've already played the level. Which is what I'm talking about. It's what I'm complaining about, as usual. Alright. This doesn't do anything. We need the cheese, which is from here. So we'll do this. We don't have the cheap bridges right now. We know that this produces the bread. And we need to get the cheese, the milk, and the bread from here. So we're going to go like... this. We're going to go like... this. And we're going to go like... really? 73 or 103. This is the problem, yeah. We don't want to really do that then, do we? We want to... there we go. Right. We want those tickets. Cheap bridges, cheap bridges, cheap rails. So... we know what we need to do here. We need this to go here. Grab this. Actually, this is interesting because we could put the station like that. And we could have this come up here. Have a cheap bridges. Oh, wait, is it... this doesn't produce bread for us. This produces the bread. We need to connect this one and this one. All right, I made a mistake, and you know what I need to do now? I need to restart the entire level. Hate that. Honestly, I despise that. I hate wasting my time. And games that do that specifically are almost, I mean, they're trying to punish a mistake by wasting your time. Like, dude, I have limited time in my entire life, and you're making me redo something I've already done? As punishment for not... you know, for making one click incorrectly, that's not a good way to punish anybody. That's just dumb. So yeah, I hate that. An undo, or at least 1 or 2 undos, or you can use a ticket to undo something. Something. You can't just be like, oh yeah, you clicked the wrong thing and now 5 minutes of your limited time on this earth gone. I'm taking them from you. Awful. Awful. I have to say, I very much dislike that as a mechanic. I mean, it used to be just how video games are. You start from the beginning. That's okay, because you learn something new, right? If it's a game where you're a Souls game, right? Or you know, you're playing Celeste. When you die, you start the area again, but the areas are so small. It's about the challenge you're overcoming. You're immediately back in the action, right? And then there's like Souls. Oh, I need to make my way all the way back to that boss again. It's not about that. It's, can I more efficiently get to the boss again? Because I need to fight my way through these enemies and I need to overcome them. So you're learning and you're improving each time. A game like this where you're solving a puzzle, once you've solved it, you've solved it. So it's really just eating your time away. That's what I'm trying to say, if you get me. Which I hope you do. All right. I have already hovered over the building game, but I'll do it again just for you. Cheap bridges, there we go. You can actually just go like here. That's fine, done. I don't know why I always did the whole thing here. Okay, you need the bread from here, which is essentially just this. And you need the milk, and you need this. What is this doing? Right. No building connection, really? Where are you? We'll use cheap rails for that, yeah. It's long enough, I think, to just... I did the wrong thing again. I did the wrong thing again. Obviously, I was meant to... Can I? You know what? Before we do that, we need to do this one. We need to do that one because I need to make sure that I can connect this. Sure. I mean, it cost us more money, but we're alright. Alright, right. Give me the tickets, give me the things. Cheap bridges. And the level. Right. Remember, you make a mistake and it's game over, baby. So don't do that. So we don't need this thing down here. This is not making the bread. This thing here is making the bread. So you here, go to you, whatever. That's a cheap rails for sure. And then this, I guess I really want to connect it to here. And then I'll connect this here with cheap bridges. I'll connect this here with cheap bridges. So we do the tickets. There we go. And I think that's game, right? We've done everything. Level completed. And we've done both things. Don't know why we get new tickets at the end. That's weird. But yeah. Done and done. You see how easy we did that once we just know what the level's going to be? That just takes it all away. That just takes everything away from what you're doing. You've got to make your game work with what the player's going to do, right? So maybe in a lot of programming games where you've got to kind of like... I always forget the names of them because they're always really like strange names. But games where you're working like a machine and it's got to go here, grab something, move back here, then it gets taken from there, it gets fused with something else, gets moved back and then ticks around. And you know, you're kind of building mechanisms that repeat. And you usually have like 3 different ways to beat the level. You beat the level, just beat it, and you get a star. You beat the level being really efficient on the amount of items that you're using. And then you're beating the level using machinery that's really fast. Even though you might spend a lot of pieces and a lot of money, you're making it really efficient on time. So you're making it efficient on time, efficient on like pieces of the machine, and then you're just beating the level. If this is how you want to do that with those challenges, that's how it should be. Instead of having the bonus challenge or whatever, it should just be complete the level like this, complete the level like this, or complete the level like that. And once you've completed a level in one way, you keep the star, and then you can try and beat it in the other way. Because this just means people are just going to retry the level and be perfect at it because they know how it should be built. The kind of popping up of random towns and connections really makes no sense, is what I'm getting at. I like the content, I like what I'm doing, but I don't like the way I'm doing it, I guess, or the levels are being presented to me so far. End the level with at least 850 left. There's 18. Create a railroad that on completion immediately connects 4 resources. Okay. Stack bonus. When a new railroad supplies multiple buildings at once, you get extra money. This requires planning ahead. Well, once again, this is difficult because planning ahead doesn't really make sense. Then connect the other building to the mill. The mill, bakery, and city will all be supplied at the same moment. I get that. Also, there's no efficiency here. Like, if you make this railroad go here and the bottom railroad go to the other side so that these can go back and forth faster than this one having to go all the way across and all the way back, that's bad, actually, in this game. You kind of want you want it all to be on one track, even though that would obviously be inefficient and slow. That's the way that it wants you to do it. Okay. This needs a lot of stuff, and we only have... So this is a bakery, and this is a wheat farm. Flour. Okay. Can I connect both of these to the same one? That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go out here. Really? Can I do the bend myself, please? How do I... I want it to bend. Come here. I want it. I don't just block myself. You see how I'm bending like this? I want to create that bend here. Because if I do this, I might not be able to get a track in there. But if I go a little bit forward, then it's like, ooh, it's not enough. You see? Oh, the bend, you can't do that. Okay, so I'll go a little bit back. Little bit back. Come here. Little bit back. There we go. Maybe is that good enough? That's what I wanted. There you go, you see. Pretty awkward. Right. But we've done it. And so, cheap rails, pointless. Goods make 50% more money? I don't know, but not yet, I guess. No. Freight train, it's fine. Yay, but I want a bigger stack bonus than that, right? I want to try and connect 4 resources or whatever. Right, you need... This is going to give us bread. This is going to give us milk. This is going to give us cheese. So this needs to come up here and then come around here. Cheap rails, it's quite a long rail. There we go. We'll do that. Can I not build this here because of the red? There we go. Do I go like this? Can I go like this? Oh my god, that's a lot of money. You see what I mean? Can I not just... There we go. That's gonna stack. Sure. Whatever, let's do it. Let's just... Plus 20% and then, yeah, extra. Yay, look at those giant coins. It's very satisfying. Bridges, cheap rails. What are we doing next? This has everything. This, we're using all of this material, so we don't ever need to use anything up there. We're using both milks, and we're using the cheese, so we're actually done with this area. We can't do anything. This produces cheese, this produces milk. We need to go through here again. So, we're going to build it like this. This might need to go different ways, so we're going to build it to the side here. And then this one is going to go like this. And we're going to build it with a bridge. Don't need a big bridge. Don't need it. You know what? We're going to save that. And then this is just going to go... Boom. What am I trying to finish? 850, and I'm trying to create a railroad that connects 4 resources. If I'd have built a railroad here and connected them and then built it down here, that would have worked. I think, but... a little awkward. Right, the next buildings. Alright, oh, that's an awkward one. You need the wheat to come here and then come all the way back. So we can actually build it kind of through... No. We want it to be always to be like sideways, right? There we go. So. We want it to go like here. We want this to go... Let's go a little wider. We can go here. We can go heavy freight train. And then, if we connect to this, I think that's connecting the 4 resources. So actually, we can do that. Right, so let's go down here instead. We'll use cheap bridges. Do we use cheap rails as well? Nah, not worth it. Oh, it already was connected anyway. Oops. I didn't do my mission though. Because this is... Wait. Wheat, milk, wheat, bread. Is that not... Why does that not work? And cheese. Why did I not do this? Immediately connects 4 resources. This connects 4 resources. What is this? Wheat. Okay. In that case... No building connection for real? There you go. Give me the building connection. There you go. Right. We're gonna connect everything to here. To this station. So we need... We've got a wheat farm. We've got a dairy. We've got a cheesery. So this needs the milk. It needs to come over here. This is fine. Doesn't matter. Heavy freight train, not yet. This here. This here. We're gonna go cheap bridges. Not heavy freight train yet. We're not gonna do this. Is gonna be the last thing we do. We are gonna go over here. We're gonna use cheap bridges, cheap rails, and heavy freight train. Oh, it doesn't make money. Okay, well that's fine. And then we're gonna go here with heavy freight train. And that should do all 4 things. All 4 resources. Eh. Eh. What? We got the milk. We got cheese. We got the flour. We got the wheat. What do you mean? I don't get what you want from me. I don't understand what it's asking me to do. Okay. Makes very little sense to me. We're almost done, I think. We've got 15 more. We've spent a lot of money. What are we doing now? What are we even doing now? Where are the other buildings that need connections? This doesn't have bread? But what about... It goes here and gets bread from here? Wheat. Needs wheat. Produces flour. Isn't this... Where's the bread? I fucked it up because we didn't have the bread. Dude, where's the bread thing? Excuse me? They're all, like, connected. I don't understand where you're... Wait. It's over here. We should have connected it to this. Oh, God damn it. That's how we would have got the special thing. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Well, that sucks. That is balls. And I can't connect it to this because it's too bent. I wish I could see better what would work and what wouldn't work. This bent too tight thing doesn't really give me any information of how I can make it work. I just think I'd do this and then I'd jump over there instead, but you know what I mean? Because I'd connect that and I'd just connect this up here or whatever. Too steep now? That's a thing now? Whatever. All right, well, we're done. We've got nowhere near enough money. Yeah, I don't like how this works. I like the game. I like the connections. But I don't like how it's like, well, now you've got to connect this thing over there. And it's like, all right, I guess I'll play the level again and just leave a gap for that to get through. I just don't... I feel like they haven't thought about... Do you see what I mean, right? Like, you understand what I'm getting at when I'm saying that? Like, to build a puzzle game where the puzzle isn't figuring out the best route, it's just doing what you can to finish the level, be as efficient as you can without knowing what's going on, and then you get punished for it because it's like, you're being efficient, but you didn't think this would pop up here, right? Or this is going to be all the way over there, and you were being efficient, so you've blocked the route of this. And so then it's like, all right, well, I guess I'll just do the level again. Now I know where it is and just ace the level, right? I feel like that's not solving a puzzle. That's just, I mean, I don't want to say trial and error. I mean, it's just, you're not solving a puzzle and then feeling smart because you did it. You're just, let me just get to the end of this level. I'll try to be efficient. So that, you know, I don't run out of money. That's the only thing you've got to do, really. Make sure you don't run out of money. But then afterwards, you just finish the level, be like, all right, well, that connects to that. So this way, I'll just build a bridge and I'll connect them all and whatever, right? And then you can just do it and you can finish. You can just get 100% each time. So you're basically just playing each level twice. I don't get the value of that. I just don't understand it. I think the connections between the stations, I understand that, you know, showing you the whole map would be a little much, but it could show you ghost versions of what was going to pop up where, so you could plan around it at least. And it's like, well, you're doing this one now, and these ones are like where the other things are going to pop up in the future. You don't know in what order, obviously, but at least you would know. Maybe leave that open, and you're just, otherwise I just don't feel like I accomplished anything. It's weird. Like, it feels nice to connect the routes and stuff, but I don't feel like I accomplished anything. And the mission of that level, connect 4 resources immediately, I feel like it's a little vague of how I do that. I mean, I thought that I did it. I connected 4 stations together and then all to the town at once, which, you know, it provides 3 resources to the town, but then it also provides resources to, like, each other, right? Doesn't it provide resources to the other stations as well? I don't really know. Yeah, it's a bit up and down. I actually really enjoy the main core concept and the gameplay, but I just don't like how the actual stages are presented to the player. I think that it lacks reason. I feel like, I don't know, they really need to sit down and think about that. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we making it so you can't finish a level and you have to restart? Why does it have to be... Because they're obviously presenting in a way where, well, now there's a station over here, and now there's a station over there, and if you click on the wrong station or you make a mistake, you're screwed. You've made that mistake and you have to go through with it. And it's like, all right, but I can just restart the level and do it perfectly. So and there's no benefit for doing it right the first time. So what is the reason that I can undo? What is the reason that I can't undo, and what, because I can just restart the level? And what is the reason that the stages pop up randomly? If it was just about building the most efficient tracks to each place, I feel like that'd just be way more fun. I don't know, like, I just don't get it. I can go back, I can build it. Oh, now I need to connect that place? Okay, well, this route I've built here is now in the way. Maybe if I put another station there, I connect that, and then I can, you know, use a quick bridge to jump over this other track or whatever, or I can delete that track and we'll move them around each other to be efficient around the land. I feel like the tweaking and the fixing of locations that you've already worked on to try and accommodate new locations and stuff is maybe more entertaining. If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna want to play a game like this, I feel like Mini Metro is better at doing this, where that is a connection game that randomly pops up stuff, but you have a lot more options for what you're putting down on the map and where it goes and the connections that are being made. Here it's always the same, and so it's not like do your best and see, you know, be as efficient as possible. It's just like do your best, but if you want to complete a level, just restart it and, you know, do the puzzle with knowing the answer at the end. I don't get it. I don't get it. If it's level-based, it feels weird. Mini Metro and stuff, it's more like roguelike, and you're just trying to get a high score. Very minimalistic and simple. And you're trying not to run out of money, you're trying to be as efficient as you can, but you can just be screwed by the cards that you get, right? In this one, you can get... You get screwed, but it's like, oh, right, well, I need to restart the level because I put a station there when I really shouldn't have done it. Now I don't have the money to jump over it with a bridge or whatever. Yeah, I'm lost. That's station to station. Very fun, very beautiful game, but very fun core concept, but I feel like they do need to consider what they're asking the player to do and what they're asking from the player and how to present the levels to the player to get what they want out of this. They want it to be a puzzle game? Do they want it to be a game of efficiency? Or do they want it to be just this weird thing where it is right now is more like, it's not about efficiency really, it's just about getting things connected, because you don't know where anything's going to pop up. You've got to be really flexible, I suppose, is what they're looking for. You're trying to solve it with efficiency, but to be flexible where anything can pop up anywhere. But actually, you really should just be connecting pretty much everything through like a couple of stations, which feels weird for a train game because that would really slow down traffic of the tracks, right? If you just had one long track going to everywhere and connecting it all, that seems like the worst way to do anything. But in this game, that would be the best way to do it. So they've got to ask, what are they wanting from the player? What are they asking the player to do? And maybe present that in a little bit of a better way, right? To get what they want from gamers. All right, well, that's station to station. I did enjoy it. I know I'm complaining a lot at the end here, but it sounds like I'm complaining, but that's my feedback of what the game is and actually, and what the game thinks it is almost feel different. And that's you know, and they clash, and that's just a little strange. But it was fun to play, and yeah, as I say, very beautiful to look at. That's Station Station. Thanks for watching. Preview down below, but I think if you've watched this video, you kind of already know my thoughts. But go click it anyway, because it helps. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.